Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dad's Diag. Today, we're back on the 2000 E320. Last time, I told you that I had to probably replace my power steering pump, and now I'm going to be getting to it. So far, this past winter, every time it's been cold and at first startup, the wheel is very hard to turn until I rev the engine and get moving. Then it smooths out and is fine. So I'm leaning toward it being a bad power steering pump, mainly because the car is 25 years old, got 165 plus thousand miles on it, and a lot of things are just wearing out because they're old. I'm trying to get behind it and replace things before they totally fail. And the power steering pump is just one of them. So buckle up. We're going to get into it and see if we can get this thing replaced tonight. All right, folks, let's dive in. Let me get some light on the subject. I think you can see that. Can't get much closer. This thing does not have a great close-up range. Let's pull the cover off. Put that aside. And luckily, the 320, this one does not have the pulley or the fan on the water pump. They gave this one an electric fan. So that gives me a little room to work with. Now, I just drove this car, and that's hot. Let's first check our fluid level. Yeah, we're good. We have fluid. I'm going to have to let it out. But I think first things first, let's get the belt off. And I think that's a 17 mil. Let's make sure. Let's find, oh, there it is. That should do it. And a long breaker bar. Pull that. Oh, what the heck? That's a problem. Well, shit. I have to go back and get a belt. This belt is shredded. That's not good at all. The belt split. All right, well, we're back on. Oh, not all the way back on. There we go. Okay. I wonder why that happened. Well, before I do anything, got to go back to the auto parts store and get a new belt. So, see you when I get back. Okay, a half hour later, and with a new belt, I can now proceed with the power steering pump replacement. Out of gates. Hopefully this thing is in better shape than this. I thought this was a Continental, which is good. That's OEM. But it didn't last. So let's pick up where we left off. Taking the belt off. This time it will be discarded. I probably should leave that on. Because I have to take off the pulley as well. So I got to get the belt off first. And wonder how many pieces this will all come off in. That's what happened to the belt. I'm still at a loss to figure out why. Getting this pulley off. The reason I'm taking the pulley off is because I have to get to this bolt. And this bolt, I have to get to some bolts back there. And it's in the way. So can y'all see that? There we go. Is it reverse threaded? Nope. Let's get over here. Oh, did I lose it? Ah, broke loose. Goody, goody. That tensioner is also new. I've been replacing parts on this slowly but steadily so that it doesn't fail on me catastrophically all at once. Now I have better access to the bolts. I can get that pump off. Now let's see. So I got that one, and there's some behind it. And there's the C-clip. Can I get behind it? Slid right off. There's the C-clip. That should allow me to get the reservoir out. Oh. Of course, that had to fall. Reservoir is okay. There's the wash. There's the O-ring. See if I can get him. There we go. There's the O-ring. Now I'm going to use it again. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's oval shaped, which is a bit odd. I guess the O-ring just slips over that. 17 millimeter wrench. That didn't take much. That was a good thing. I guess I should not over tighten it when I put it back on. There. And he's off. There is an O-ring on there, and I believe I was given that. So I will replace that one. All right. Now to disconnect the rest. Might have to bring the other one over. Oh, that's not a 10. That looks like an E12, maybe an 11. Nope, E12. Might want to get my electric one out. Okay. One. I need a little extension for that one. Break it loose. Alright folks, loud noises. Those two are the same size. Alright. Got one more. It's not very tight. Or it wouldn't be able to. Should be a through. So let's get that extension. That works. Let's see. Sockets. That's a bolt in the back. Oh, the ground wire. There is a ground wire on here. That's the short one for the lower rear. Both rears. And I'm going to need the extension. Well, damn. That's on there good and tight. There we go. Wow. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. There we go. And she's now free. Short bolt for the ground. Put him 1 second. And there it is. There's your new one. We start the front bolts. They're the larger ones. By the way, these are M12s in the front and back. The only M10 we have, or E10, sorry, is for the reservoir. I get these 2 bolts in, that should line up the rest. let's start. Yeah. Ooh, he's looking rather. Clean my hands off. Really don't want to touch O-rings with dirty hands. Get dirt in it, and then you'll have leaks. And that's the high pressure size, so it'll leak spectacularly all over your engine. Put a little oil on it. Oh no. Okay, folks, we're back. I found the washer tucked way down in there. I had to pull the shield off on the bottom and climb under there and reach over things. It was not fun. So you got the pump in, got that guy on. High pressure line is on and tight. Thing we got to do next is the reservoir, which is right here. One last hose. Definitely doing that by hand. Is that a 7 mil? Oh, whatever that is. Let's get a 1/4-inch ratchet. Where did we put that? Right there. I'll call that tight. And I'm going to try to keep a close eye on this so that I don't overfill it. Come on. Stuff is gooey. All right. We're full. And I'm sure that's going to go down once I fill the pump, get the system flowing. All right. Let's clean it off. I'm sure I dripped and touched. Let's get the new belt. It's right there. Let's see. Anywhere in here does it show belt placement? Nope. Let's look it up. Let's see. 2000 E320 Serpentine belt diagram, that'll do it. Well, that's it. All right. Got it. It's over there. That goes over there. And over to the idler pulley. The belt tensioner. Everybody's on. And the best part, no extra pieces. Looks good. All right. Give it a test drive and call it fixed. Thanks for watching. All right, it's the next day, and I ran it cold, didn't bind up, so looks like it's done a very nice job. Right now I'm checking out how the belt is working on here, and harmonic balancer seems to be bouncing a little. Tension about. The steering pump seems to be doing just fine though. Otherwise we're doing well. So I guess we can call that a fix. And on to the next thing, which I think the next thing is going to end up being a master cylinder. Seeing as my braking is a little spongy and can't seem to bleed it out. And the pedal does pump up. So I'll try to do an ABS bleed if I can get my scanner to do it. And if that doesn't work, then looks like I'll be looking at a master cylinder. As I said, it's an old car, and it's got 165,000 miles on it. So things just need to be replaced over time because they're old. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you again on the next episode of Dad's Diag.